Okay, so hello everybody. Most of you are here. So we started time series in our last class, and I think we'll be completing it today. So we were on stationarity. So just to revise, what a time series is. A time series has multiple components, like it has seasonality, it has trend. Give me a second. So a time series has trend, a time series has seasonality, cyclic pattern, and before feeding a time series to an data to an algorithm, we need to make it stationary, and then only we can feed that data to our model. And a time series, like in order to use a time series algorithm, the data should have a datetime column, which is the information part or the feature part, and a target column, that is which for which the predictions are to be made. Okay, so today we'll be working on that passengers data, and I've already shared that file with you. We did, in order to make a time series stationary, we can do log transformations, or we can do first order differencing, second order differencing, and we did it in the last class, so that just to get an understanding ki kaise differencing काम होती है, and we just plotted the graph, and we saw that we were able to make our time series stationary. Okay, so this was the concept of how to make our time series stationary. What is differencing, what is log value, logarithm कैसे लेते हैं, and how do we bring the values back on the same scale using exponential. So today इसी में हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. So, and how do we check that do we have achieved stationarity or not? That we do is using rolling statistics, and this Dickey Fuller test. We'll do this using Python code. So we'll not be doing this in Excel. हम इसको Python code में करेंगे. We'll be doing this rolling statistics in Excel, so that just to get an understanding part. ठीक है? So we have, so for rolling as just give me a second, I need to see. Yeah, see, rolling statistics, as last class I told you that it is a statistical measure to see that have we like is our time series stationary or not. Yeah, if we plot the regular data, just हमने last time graph, so bad, I've opened spider. So जैसे last time में we plotted the values for this passengers data. So we found out that the time series is not stationary. So हमने logarithm के lag values ली. So another way is just not to plot only these values. We can, because how do we find out that what is the basic property of a stationary data? If we say yes, the data is stationary, then what is the basic property? Just give me a second. By mistake, I've opened Spider. Yeah. So how do you get to know that what is the basic property of a stationary data? What is the basic property? I'm asking you, all of you. Basic property of a stationary data. Constant pattern, ठीक है. What else except it? Anybody else? Only Johnny has answered me. What is the basic behavior of a stationary time series data? Same thing. What about that rolling mean and standard deviation? See, if a time series is stationary, जैसे हमने लिखा भी था ना, for the basic property of a stationary time series is that the mean will be constant over the time, right? Which slide it was? Mean value of a series remain constant over time. the basic property, the mean and the standard deviation, they are constant. Graph से हमें पता चल जाता है, but to be more accurate, we plot the mean thing. We plot the mean, we plot the standard deviation, and then by that we check कि have we achieved stationarity or not. So rolling इसमें होता है rolling mean and rolling standard deviation. So what does that mean? It's similar to kind of moving average. So moving average क्या होता है? Initially, you know, the very basic time series is using, you know, predictions. Let me today I'll be explaining moving average. तो मैं ये पुराना जो logarithm है और differencing मैं ये हटा रही हूँ. So we'll be just doing moving average today. So MA moving average, taking 2 days into consideration. Moving average taking 3 days into consideration. Moving average taking, let's say 7 days. Sorry, we have months here. Moving average taking, because this is yearly data, so we'll be working with that. So we'll be you know, moving average में क्या होता है? Let's say I want to just consider 2 months. तो मैं क्या करूँगी? The values of 2 months will be averaged out, and जो मेरी value आएगी यहाँ पे will be the prediction. So how does it work is average and or both the values here. If I'm considering a window of 2, see now when considering a window of 2, this is the third predicted value. ऐसे ही, let me make this constant here. I'll just show ki how rolling mean may the mean comes out to be constant. See, rolling mean में क्या होता है? अगर मैंने window size 2 लिया, that is I'm considering 2 months values. I'll take previous 2 months value, I'll average them out, and this is my third month prediction. If I'm taking similarly for this, I want to make prediction for this. Let's say I'm talking about proxy rate. मुझे फोर्थ डे का और फोर्थ मंथ का प्रेडिक्शन करना है, तो मैं क्या करूंगी? सेकेंड और थर्ड मंथ की वैल्यू को एवरेज करूंगी. दैट इज एवरेज ऑफ सेकेंड एंड थर्ड मंथ वैल्यू, सॉरी, and then that will be my prediction for fourth day. So second and third. So similarly, if you want to make prediction for fifth day, then taking window size of 2, then आप third or fourth को लेके you'll be making prediction for fifth day. If you want to make prediction for sixth day, then आपको 4 or 5, that is you have to take 2 months like in the past, and then using those 2 months data you have to make prediction for the next day. This is the concept of moving average. See, now let me just by this I'm just making values constant so that if I use a drag and drop, I'm able to get the values. You see, these are my predicted values when we are using the concept of moving average. That is using these two values. मैंने क्या predict किया है? ये वाली value predict की है. Using these two values, I have made prediction for this value 125, and using this 132 and 129, I have made prediction for this 130. So because what was my size? Window size was 2. तो पिछली 2 महीने की, because this is a monthly data, so taking past 2 months data and averaging their values and making prediction for the third month. So this is the moving average when window size is 2. If the window size was 3, तो हम क्या करेंगे? Initial 3 values को average out करेंगे, and that will be prediction for the fourth month. So see, this is the prediction when the window size was 3. हमने पुरानी 3 values को लिया, that is we have taken 112, 118 and 132 as our data, and we have averaged the value, and हमने जो हमारे fourth month की prediction आई, that came out to be 120, and this is using the concept of moving average. So moving average, clear हुआ what is moving average? Where we take in the past values and we average all those values out, and then we make the prediction. अब 126 के prediction के लिए this 118, 132 and 129, this 3 window is used because हमें उसके just 3 days back in the past, that is 3 months in the past, were used in order to make prediction for the 5th day. In order to make prediction for the 6th day, because window size क्या है? 3 for column E, so we'll be using month number 3, 4 and 5 in order to make prediction for 6th month. So it will be different as per the window size. Since now, एक second, let me just show you ki how we can see that is the data stationary or not. now let me remove this column. Let me just come up to 12 now. So this will be like, we'll be considering complete year in order to make prediction for the next 13th. So इससे पहले वाली मेरी सारी values none हो जाएंगी because we are considering them in order to make prediction. उससे पहले we do not have anything कि मैं 1948 का मेरे पास कुछ data है नहीं which I can average out and make predictions. So here I'm taking all the data from 1949 and using it in order to make predictions. So for the first month of 1950, or using all the values of past month, like past complete year, this is my predicted data by using the concept of simple moving average. Okay. Now let me, इसमें कोई clear हुआ what is the concept of moving average? Now let me just plot it. These are simple values, correct? Just here. What's wrong? Now if I'm making the plot for moving average too, it is a kind of moving average like हमने because values average out किए हैं. So it will help me see. You see the series is not stationary. It is still following and increasing or this trend. Let me plot it here. Now let me make it for this one. Because I do not have anything, so I need to delete them. None values in scale. Now for this one. जो हम Python में हम rolling statistics और rolling mean का graph plot करते हैं, that is done. So you see, this is where my all of the data is normalized. So when you use a proper window, then your data, you see now I'm showing all these graphs. See, this was my original data, जो regular values थी. This was a window size of 2, but still see we have fluctuations in our data. There is nothing constant. Fluctuations, the trend and the seasonality thing we still have. When the window size was of 7, that is considering 7 months here, we still have fluctuations. And when because our data is monthly and monthly में we have to take a cycle of, we have to take a window of 12 because monthly data में एक साल का data है, monthly है. So window 12 will be considered. And now you see, when we have plotted this graph, see we have gotten, this shows that the mean is increasing over time, plus we do not have fluctuations much over. So we kind of reduced, हमने just to, now when we plot this moving average or rolling average, rolling mean in Python, the same way it is using, it is taking the last 12 values of like last year values in order to make prediction for the first month of the coming year. अगर second month पे है तो last की जो फिर से 12 values, so it will always take in 12 values last consideration, because if you are taking window size of 12, and by this it is much more clear. This was also clear, but another way to see, you'll find this also most common, कि people are using rolling mean in order to visualize that is the time series stationary or not. हालांकि इससे we are also able to visualize that there is an increasing trend here. इसमें we are not able, इसमें still we have ups and downs, we have seasonality things, but in this the mean is also, it is more of a stabilized data, plus it is increasing over time. So this is kind of rolling mean. ऐसे ही जो rolling standard deviation होती है उसमें हम standard deviation calculate करेंगे because the data is in yearly data, so we'll be taking last 12 values and then we'll be predicting the standard deviation for the next month that is for the first month of 1950, and then उसको हम plot करेंगे, वो भी kind of ऐसे ऊपर increasing जाएगा. So if the stationarity has achieved, तो जो मेरा increasing order वो ऐसे नहीं आएगा, it will be like this one. It will be just a simple line without any increase or without any decrease. So this is the concept of moving average, or we also call it as rolling mean. And this is used in the backend. What happened? Yeah. And this is used, this MA moving average. When we'll be doing ARIMA, moving average, ARIMA तो तीन चीजें calculate करते, consider करता है. Differencing लेगा, ये moving average, what we have done now, it will be taken in the consideration. And another is auto regression. That also I'll tell you. So this was the concept of moving average, ki how moving average is calculated, and at what point we can find out ki there is a simple trend in our data. Just the concept. Initially, moving average is also itself a model to make prediction for the coming day, but this is the most basic model of a time series in order to make prediction. Kai log, before all this, moving average was a simple model. Just say you take last 12 values and make prediction for the 13th day. So moving average ka concept clear ho, what is moving average and how do we make predictions using the concept of moving average and window size. Okay, now this is because हमारा क्या होता है, ARIMA होता है, ARIMA. MA in ARIMA stands for moving average, which we have done just now. I stands for integration, जो हमने last class में किया था, that is taking the lag value. Now moving on to AR part. AR is auto regression. As the name says, इसमें regression होती है. That is now. Let me just copy paste this data again. Just these values. This is integration part. जो ARIMA का I part है, this is that one. हमने MA अभी किया. Now we'll be doing AR. So AR में क्या होगा? Like in order to make predictions, historical data पे linear regression लगता है backend में, and after like linear regression में क्या होगा? Continuous value वही predict होगा. So ARIMA backend में for that auto regression, it will apply linear regression in the backend on all of the data, and it will make prediction for this coming day, for this 145th day. Like I'm referring this number because third simple है, same चीज है. It will regress all these values. It will apply linear regression in the backend in order to make prediction for this day. So we can do it in Excel as well. So I'll tell you how we can do it. So I'm just trying to divide all the components of ARIMA, that is auto regression, which we're doing now. Integration हम कर चुके हैं MA, and it uses a combination of all three in order to make prediction for the coming जो हमें predictions करने हैं उसके लिए all these three things are used by ARIMA. ठीक है, so now auto regression. So linear regression can be done in Excel as well. So we go on to this data and this data analysis regression. So it is asking me Y range. So what is my Y range here, which I have to make predictions for? So this is my Y range. This is my Y range. I tried it applying. मैंने इसको apply किया था पहले. That is why it is getting इसमें auto populated है. So all these columns, passengers, which we have to make prediction for, these are my Y variables. Because इन्हीं के हमें target और जिनको बोलते हैं dependent, that Y is referring to the dependent value. So this is my Y, which is dependent on what? It is dependent on date. So for Y range, I have taken passengers, and for X range, I have taken this proxy date column. I have not taken this one. I have taken this one. Because हमारी date भी with time increase हो रही है, year is increasing. So and उसमें it was giving me some messy result. So I've taken this. I've made this proxy date, and I'm increasing it. See, with 50, I'm also increasing. जैसे हमारा date में year increase हो रहा है, similarly I'm increasing this. So for as a predictor, because हमारा feature क्या होता है time series में, the date is feature and the target is the number of passengers. तो मैंने features में क्या लिया है, x variable में I've considered this. Let me remove this. So I'm considering this proxy date here, not till end, because last में मुझे prediction करनी है. Okay, so this is my feature which we'll be taking into consideration. So backend में it will apply linear regression, and this is what it has given me. It is that it has given me, you know, R squared, because backend में जो उसने regression लगाया, R squared was there, adjusted R squared was there, observations were 144. This was our error. So इसमें हमारी important चीज क्या है? So we'll be making prediction on this data for this 01/1961. इसके लिए हम prediction करेंगे using the concept of auto regression. तो कैसे करेंगे? See, this is the result given by जो भी हमने linear regression लगाया उस data पे. This is the result given by that data. So we have gotten an intercept and we have gotten an x variable. जब आपने linear regression पढ़ा होगा, so उसमें we have a term that is mx plus c. The c is intercept and you know m is a slope. So intercept is something which is constant. कि अब इसमें intercept, let me just copy paste these values and then I'll explain. Am I audible now? My just connection went off. Okay. Alok sir.
Yeah, Sujata.
Sir, connection फिर चला गया था. Please make me present.
Sure. No problem. Yes, Sujata, you are present now.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, so this is, give me a second. So this is the intercept value when we did linear regression, sorry, or when we'll do आपने जब पढ़ा होगा, intercept is something that which is independent. Let's say just talking about that, the number of passengers can be dependent on the number of the number of flights available, या कि कितनी seats book हुई है, या the ticket prices or the season, and it तभी हमारे number of passengers depend करते हैं. But there is a default factor as well कि प्राइस कुछ भी हो, कोई भी सीजन हो, my default number will be हमेशा 87, like the passenger count will be always 87. This is by default ki this is not this does not lie on any other factor, neither the ticket price, neither the season, neither availability of seat. See, factors influence the number of passengers into a flight, but जैसे होता है ना कि हम प्रमोशन करते हैं, if we are marketing something, तो मार्केटिंग से आर कस्टमर्स विल इंक्रीज, बट हमेशा एक बाय डिफॉल्ट कस्टमर बेस होता ही होता है, विच जो जिनको आना है वो आएंगे, दे आर नॉट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय मार्केटिंग बिकॉज दे आर लॉयल कस्टमर्स, तो वो उतने आएंगे. सो ऑलवेज this is the by default number that which will be always there. That is, if there is no hike, or if there is a hike in prices, or there is a seasonality factor, वो सब ना भी हो, then also 87 is the default number. That is 87 passengers will be there into the flight. So this is the concept of intercept. So similarly we have another concept of हमारा slope होता है. So in that slope, this is the x variable. So that is change of x with respect to y. That is, अगर मेरा 1 के साथ, if I'm making change into this date, what is the value of passengers being changed? If this is increasing, अगर मेरा future में आगे values ज़्यादा, the number of passengers are also increasing. हम इसको ज़्यादा detail में when we do linear regression, then we'll do it. But linear regression में backend में formula होता है, that is mx plus c, and c is this intercept and m is the slope, जो हम which will, and you will be using this formula in order to make predictions for the coming day. ठीक है? So now we have the values for till this 144th day. Now I want to make prediction for the day number 145. So how do we do that? हमने जो भी, I told you the formula, that is mx plus c. So what is our m here? This value 2.6. ठीक है? And what is our x? So x will be let me just into x is the last value, that is, in our feature, हमारा feature कौन सा है? 145 here. ठीक है? And plus what was the intercept? This 87 point. This is our prediction for the 145th day, and let me just round it off. That is round, and I just want a complete number. See, 473 is the prediction for the 145th day. Just give me a second. Let me just freeze them so that when I just drag this, तो ये change ना हो. Okay. Now moving on, I want to make predictions for the coming day, and these are my predictions. हमने backend में क्या किया? Auto regression में, see, we have used linear regression in the backend and taken consideration all these values, जिससे मेरा ये chart बन के आया था. In this given chart, we have gotten the intercept value and the slope value. तो regression में हमारा backend में formula होता है mx plus c. C is the intercept, that is constant. that is the constant value of passengers, वो जो रहेगी, it will not change, be it anything, be हमारे prices high जा रहे हैं, low जा रहे हैं, be it anything, there will be a constant number of passengers, and that is what is given by this intercept. ठीक है? And this is the slope which we have gotten, that is change of this passengers with respect to date. तो हमने बस यही mx plus c यही formula use किया है, and we have put those values into here, and this is the what is the prediction for 145th day using this data from first day till 144 day. तो हमारी 8 जनवरी 1961 की prediction क्या आई? 473. Similarly second की 476 and 478 and so on. So these are our predictions. So backend में auto regression ने क्या किया? Linear regression लगाया, and using all those value, predictions were made by taking the historical data into consideration. Okay, so this is the concept of auto regression. And moving average में, that is, considering how many days into the past, either 2 days or 7 days or 12 days, and this is generally defined by the frequency of data you have. We have an yearly data, so 12 window size of 12 was more the suitable for us. And auto regression में window size नहीं होगा, it will consider all these value, and backend में logistic regression linear regression is applied and predictions are made. And these are our predictions for the next 12 months. Okay, so Is anyone having any doubt in the concept of auto regression and moving average? Is anyone having any confusion? Auto regression, AR is just auto regression, that is जैसे हमारा linear regression होता है, that is considering all the values in the past, and then is my screen visible? I don't know what is wrong with my network today. Is my screen visible to all of you? Give me a second. Let me see what's wrong now. Just 1 minute. Let me figure out. Let me download the app. आलोक सर एक बार प्रेजेंटर बनाना फिर से, my screen went off.
Sure, Sujata. Just a minute.
I've tried downloading the app.
Sujata, I see two logins. One is from web and another is from app. Which is connected to your laptop for, right now?
अभी I've downloaded the app because
Okay.
उसमें screen बंद हो, so
Okay.
app one.
Okay. Sure. Please try now, Sujata. You are present now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome.
So, Parth, auto regression, like AR stands for auto regression, where all the values in the past are considered in order to make prediction for the next day or next month, जो भी जिसकी भी prediction करनी है. So, like considering all the values in the past, just like linear regression or any regression problem. बाकी किसी का कोई question है? So we did AR auto regression, we did MA where we have taken we have taken a window size and then made the prediction. हमने differencing already last class में कर लिया था, that is first order differencing, second order differencing in order to make our time series data stationary. Any confusion in these three topics? Differencing या AR या MA? Yes, ये linear regression का formula होता है करिश्मा. Okay. इसमें go to this data, under data column, go to data analysis. And when you go to data analysis, इसमें select this regression. And once you select the regression part, click OK. And then Y column में select the column where you have passengers. ये passengers वाला column, because Y क्या है हमारा जिसपे हमें prediction करनी है, right? So Y column में select the column for prediction. Then क्यों नहीं हो रहा आपका? And X में make a proxy date. जैसे I've done a proxy date here, use a proxy date and then you will be able to do it. At which stage you are stuck? आपकी एक भी prediction नहीं है. See, you need to multiply, that is, you need to multiply your X value, that is your proxy date, with this X variable value, and you have to add the intercept value at the last. See, जैसे I've done here. So this is my intercept value, K1. मैंने intercept add किया है, plus I've multiplied that X variable into the proxy date column, 146. लास्ट में बस राउंड ऑफ किया है, उसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं. बाकी सबका हो रहा है? Rest of you are able to do? Okay, then moving on. So now let's go back to our PPT. Please open up your PPT time series. Has everybody opened it? ग्रुप आपका हो गया? Okay then. Now this is हमने last यहाँ तक तो किया था. This is Dickey Fuller test, which we'll be doing when we move on, like in how to check the stationarity. So उसके लिए Dickey Fuller test है. इसके हम Python में कोड करेंगे. So then moving on to ARIMA. ARIMA stands for autoregressive integrated moving average. Autoregressive is that AR जो भी हमने देखा, that is using all the past values, applying regression problem onto that regression algorithm and making prediction for the next day. MA is moving average की पुरानी, let's say if the window size is 12, we have to, it will consider all those values past those many values. Window size is 12, then past 12 months का data लेगा and average it out and then make predictions for the 13th day. Integrated is differential part, that is in order to make time series stationary, integration होता है. So we have done it. So and in ARIMA they are characterized by, if you have, these are the three parameters for ARIMA. P stands for autoregression, see it's written here. AR autoregressive, and इसकी value how we denote is using P. So ये हमें parameters की value देनी पड़ती है ARIMA model में. So when P is equals to 0 means there is no autocorrelation in the time series. जैसे इसका how can you now, what is the meaning of this? जैसे आपने अभी AR देखा, what is autoregression, we just calculated it. तो if I'm saying P is equals to 1 and आपके सामने लिखा भी है, that it means there is a serious autocorrelation till 1 lakh. मतलब इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? If I'm taking P is equals to 1 or P is equals to 2 or P is equals to 10, then what I'm asking for autoregression? Just an idea, किसी का like any thought? If you are taking any P value, that P10 low, see this is P always stands for the number of lakhs to be considered, that is 1 lakh. If I'm saying P is equals to 1, then I'm saying consider 1 lakh, that is only 1 lakh is sufficient enough. And lakh मतलब value of the past, मतलब एक दिन पहले, 1 lakh मतलब एक दिन पहले, 2 lakh मतलब 2 दिन पहले, 10 lakhs मतलब 10 दिन पहले, that is data in the past. ठीक है? So if I'm saying P is equals to 1, it means I'm asking that only consider data with 1 lakh, that is yesterday's data is sufficient enough to make predictions for today. If I'm saying P is equals to 2, it means 2 days back in the past data is sufficient enough in order to make prediction for the third day. So these kind of values hum isme we give into our algorithm. So if we give 10, P is equals to 10, it means consider the past 10 days data in order to make prediction for the 11th day. So this is the value of P. And how do we find out optimal value of P? We'll हम एक graph plot करते हैं. So I'll tell you. So अभी के लिए what is P clear हुआ? What, like how P is taken out and what is the significance of P? If P is equals to 20, then what does it mean? Or P is equals to 10, what does it mean? AR और P का concept clear हुआ? What is AR and what is P? ठीक है? Now moving on, I is again integrated. If जैसे हमने देखा था, in order to make time series stationary, we differentiate our series. That is, if D is equals to 0 means the series is stationary, so we do not need to make any differentiation. We do not हमें differentiation करने की जरूरत है नहीं. That is, data is already stationary. If I'm saying D is equals to means 1, मतलब इसमें stationary नहीं है data, so I'm asking just to take first order difference, and by that stationarity will be achieved in my data. If I'm saying D is equals to 2, means I'm asking to differentiate. जैसे हमने किया था ना Excel sheet में, that is second order differencing, which we done in Excel. Here, this is first order differencing and this is second, that is shifting our data 2 days. First order में shifting our data by 1 day, second order differencing में shifting our data by 2 days. So similarly, we can just give in the value of D in ARIMA and we can ask for the model, that is by how many days we need to shift our data. By D is equals to 0, matlab stationary hai data. When D is equals to 1, just shift the data by 1 lag and it will make our time series stationary. When giving D is equals to 2, it means shift our data by 2 days or 2 months, because our data is monthly, and this will make and this will make our time series stationary by 2 days, not month, 2 days, and this will make our time series stationary, 2 entries. So and by isse stationarity is achieved always. This is all the differencing हमें करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, and these are the parameter values. Like if we give a value in ARIMA for D is equals to 1, तो उसका क्या मतलब होगा? If we give the value of P as 10, then what is the meaning of that 10? Now similarly, we have to give in the value for MA, because ARIMA is composed of 3 model, AR model and MA model. Sorry, not 3, 2 models, AR model and MA model. So ARIMA में if we just give in the value of AR, see, अगर AR की दूंगी and I'll just keep 0 for MA and I, then it is just an autoregressive model. And if I just एक second, let me just explain here. Let's say 5,1,8. So if I'm saying this 5,1,8, then it is a ARIMA model, because इसमें मैं क्या ले रही हूँ? I'm considering the value for AR, that is 5 lags. I'm doing first order differencing and I'm considering last 8 values for moving average. ठीक है? And if I set out to be 0, then what is this model? This is AR model now, because we have specified all the values 0. हमने सिर्फ AR को consider किया है, and for that AR value is 5. So this is just second, guys. So AR is equals to 5 means autoregressive model, because I have taken for MA and I 0. Similarly, if I just put AR to be 0 and MA is 5 or any value, let's say 8, then this has come up to be MA model only. Okay? So we can just use AR model, we can use MA model, or we can use ARMA as well. So that is, let's say 5. So ये क्या बन गया? मैंने integration को 0 रखा. So I'm using just AR and MA. So this is my ARMA model, not ARIMA. If such things, then ARMA model. Clear? So it is combination of these, AR model or MA model. Clear? These all depends upon the values you pass in. If you keep anything 0, then मैं उस model की value 0 रखती हूँ, then that model will not be taken into consideration. So backend में ARIMA has 2 models. Actually 3 models, and इनको compute करके and then the results are given and we feed in the values for these parameters. Okay, so MA is the third value and it is denoted by Q. So if I'm saying Q here, it means just moving average जो भी हमने देखा, that is consider the last 3 values or 1 value or 2 value in order to make prediction for the third day. So any confusion in this P, Q and D value of ARIMA? What are these values referring to? Is anyone having any confusion? Okay then. Then how do we identify the values for एक second. इसमें you need to make a correction. I've written this as wrong when I'm reading it, that Q is equals to 1 for MA means 1 auto, इसमें नहीं आएगा because auto correlation is for AR. So इसमें correct out to be, that is consider ठीक है, so make it this one because auto correlation is for AR, not for this MA. That was from auto correlation. Now how do we find out the optimal values for P, Q and D, that is optimal value for AR and optimal value for MA. So उसके लिए हमारा होता है, see I've explained AR here. So it means ARIMA में linear regression model that uses own lag predictors. So just for your theory, you can read it. Order of auto regression, how many terms to be considered in the past. And Q is the order of moving average, number of values like it should take into consideration in order to make prediction. So ठीक है, and how do we find out the optimal value for AR and MA? ये आपने कर लिया correct, जो यहाँ पे auto correlation का लिखा था that was wrong. So just it Q specifies the number of past values, lag values to be considered to make predictions. ये आपने कर लिया correct, और if Q is equals to 2 with 2 lags, ठीक है. Now how do we find out the optimal value for AR and MA? उससे पहले भी so ये backend में these are the formulas that only just AR कैसे calculate होगा, MA calculate कैसे होगा, and what is error. These are the formulas if you want to know the formula, but backend में all these are calculated. ठीक है, बीटा वही कोफिशिएंट वैल्यू जैसे अभी हमने किया linear regression में भी multiplied that beta value with x, and this E is the error and this alpha is the intercept. So clubbing all them together तो हमारे order regression की values आ जाएगी. MA में like all these values backend का formula है, so I won't be covering them. Yes, then comes on to the ACF and PACF graph. See how, and these are used in order to find out ki what value should I take for AR, what value should I take for MA, and what value should be taken for integration. इसे नहीं देखते, only for AR and MA value. ठीक है, using these are the graph, and using these graphs we find out that how many days or what value should we feed into our algorithm and then make prediction. See, ACF graph is the auto correlation graph, that is कि कितना if today's data is how much जैसे हमने initial classes में किया था that today's data is much more related to the data of a week back in the past and less related to a week of 5 years ago. जैसे आज की value पिछले week से ज़्यादा related होगी, that today's value can be derived much from the data from the last week, but it cannot be derived that much from if the data was, let's say, first month of this year. So latest values have more significance in order to make predictions for the coming day. So latest value are given higher weights और वो important भी होती है because there is a specific trend. तो मैं January month की value लेके I cannot make prediction for 1st June. I can consider the value for May and then make predictions for the June because they are much more informative as compared to the month of January. So auto regression में with lags itself theory आप इसको पढ़ लेना, and time series has a component trend cyclic. So we'll be plotting these graph and using ACF graph से we'll be finding out MA moving average key, how many days should I consider like for the moving average concept, and PACF, that is partial autocorrelation graph. इसके लिए this graph is used to find out the AR value. जब हम ARIMA model में देते हैं, that is ARIMA, we have to give values for, let's say for AR, I want to consider 8, for integration for just 1, and for MA, I want to consider 5 days. All these are days, like lags, jab ka data lag hai. So 8 is derived using this PACF graph. This 5 was identified using this ACF graph, and integration may just we'll see how we achieve stationarity. Us hisab se we give the value for this D, that is integrated part. So this was ARIMA, and the components of ARIMA, that is auto regression, moving average, and integration. इसमें theory part में कोई confusion है before we proceed to the Python code? सबको clear है? Okay, then moving on to the code part. Now let me just open the Jupyter file. I'll share this file you. मैंने अभी तक I've not shared it with you. I'll share it. So initially इसमें this is the theory part, that what time series is, and components क्या होते हैं, trend क्या होता है. It's just a theory part कि you get to understand थोड़ा बहुत. ठीक है. उसके बाद the same thing, module making. See, जैसे हमने spider में किया था, that loan prediction में we made a class and we imported another spider file to our current working file, and then हमने जैसे we did class and हम सारे algorithms and सारा train test split we divided into that another file, and we imported that file as a module in our current working code. So उसमें we have done it, but in spider it is थोड़ा बहुत different. So we just cannot write the file name and import it. उसके लिए each one of you have to import this. So just go to Conda prompt and just type in this import IPYN by this one. एक second, let me just send you the command here. So Conda command for. तो कभी भी आपको कुछ देखना हो कि how do you install a module into an Anaconda and what is the command for that, just Google it. Install. What is the name? It is import IPYNB. Is without using it, without importing or without using this module, yeah, and on the Anaconda official website. तो इसको पहले आपको install करना पड़ेगा, then only you can import a Jupyter file. So yeah, these are the, I'm sending you the link. So just go to Conda install, then you will be able to install this package. Once you're good to, like आपने install कर लिया है, then only you will be able to import another file. So मैंने इसमें क्या किया है, I've made a file module making. इसमें I'm doing all the necessary graph things. जो rolling statistics है, Dickey-Fuller test है. So I've defined ACF and PACF plot and evaluation of mean squared error, RMSE. I've done everything here, and I'll be using this file in order to calculate and see results here. मैं काम करता हूँ, I'll just send you. So meanwhile you just import this IPY. आप install कीजिए इस package को. किसी को कोई confusion है package कैसे install होगा? We did it already. Still anybody is having any confusion how to install a package? Once you're done, please tell me. So I've sent you the file. क्या समझाऊं पार्थ, बताओ मुझे क्या समझाना है. Install a package. Please check your email IDs. अगर if somebody has not gotten it, please tell me. See, go to simple जो आपने मैंने आपको लिंक शेयर किया है. Go to that page, copy the very first command. ठीक है, copy किया. Go to Anaconda prompt. Went to Anaconda prompt and just copy paste this command and do enter. Just paste it and enter. By this IPYNB module will be imported to your system. And once you have done it, just I've shared the file. तो दोनों को the passengers data, the module making and the FinArima should be in the same folder, and then try running this command. If you're not able to do by that command जो वहाँ पे दे रखी है, then just do this pip install. Have you gotten the code? करिश्मा हुआ आपका इंस्टॉल? जॉनी आपका हुआ? हरगुन, मिताली, are you able to run this command? I've shared it already with you. ठीक है. See, जैसे हमने स्पाइडर के टाइम पे किया था, when we did that loan prediction thing, we imported that module. Same way, उस टाइम पे not that loan, using that random forest, जब हमने ट्री विजुअलाइज किया था random forest का, वही प्रोसेस है. हरगुन आपका हुआ? अचल आपका हुआ? ऋषभ एंड रोहित? संचित? संचित है, रोहित, ऋषभ. आप तो जवाब ही नहीं देते हो बीच में. अचल भी. Is it installing or what? मुझे बताओ, like is it on its way to install या मतलब what's going on? So whenever you want to import any package, just type in the command for Anaconda, install that package and go to Anaconda official website. वो आपको commands देते हैं, and then you copy paste that command into your Anaconda prompt and just enter. And then whatsoever input they ask for, just do that, and that module will be installed into your system or any package. रूपा आपका हुआ? Yes, two notebooks. One is this FinArima and another is module making. Just like loan prediction, we use another code and we imported that code and we we used it. तो वही चीज how to do in a Jupyter notebook. तो उसके लिए we just cannot simply write the file name and we can import it. No, उससे पहले we need to import this package. Then only we can import another IPYNB file into another notebook. So module making will be using it into the Finarima code. Anyone जिसका इंस्टॉल हुआ है? Okay, Johnny. So are you able to run this very first command here, this one? आपका चला ये कोड? See, if someone is not able to do it, so another option is what we can do is here is just type this command. It will only work with Anaconda. Some student told me this way. I've never tried it. जो ये pip install है, just type this command here into your notebook and then run it. जो module से नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, like from that Anaconda prompt, just like I've shown you. यहाँ पे in your cell, just type this command and then run it. I know some students did this way and they were able to do it. या Anaconda में सीधी ये जाके Anaconda prompt में जाके just type in this command. This is in your Conda prompt, Achal. Type this command then pip install ipynb. ये वाली command Anaconda prompt में run करके देखो. जॉनी आपका चल गया ये? आपका आप कह रहे थे आपका हो गया है. What error? See, ये pip install करके देखो. Go to this Anaconda prompt and type this command pip install, which I've just sent you. Just go to Anaconda prompt. Achal आप भी type this command into your Anaconda prompt. इसमें मेरे में है तो it says already satisfied. Run this command pip install import ipynb. Johnny. Okay. Yeah, you know, many of the students, they said उनके में चला, in my it did not. So maybe version difference होता है ये. In might be upgraded versions में ये चीज हो allow. Try it. If it goes here, good to go. Otherwise फिर Anaconda prompt में जाके copy paste कर देना पार्ट. Try it here first. Many of the students have said that they tried installing in the notebook and they were able to install it. किससे बाकी सबका? मिताली, करिश्मा. Try doing this command, pip install import ipynb. ये command हो गई? Are you able to run this command? ठीक है. अंकुर आप भी हो, जिनका इंस्टॉल हो गया है, are you able to run this command? Anyone facing any kind of error? ठीक है. So what module making is, let's just, module making is another notebook जो मैंने आपसे already share कर दी है, where I have imported, sorry, I have made import for multiple these libraries which we'll be using. I won't import these, जैसे ये AD full test है, PACF graph है, R squared mean absolute square. You see, we have not imported them here because हम module making में functions we have defined. This is one function here. This is another function. So we'll be using these functions from the module underscore making into this FinArima code, and using this one, that module making का file का code we'll be using, and then we'll be getting the result here. Okay. So in order to import this, we need to import this first. ये mandatory है. Also, जैसे spider में क्या होता था, if you make change to that module, then change is reflected right away into your spider file. लेकिन इसमें, let's say if I made changes to this module making file, ठीक है, and I have saved it, so right away that change will not be there. So in order to have the new change, you need to restart the kernel. इसमें थोड़ा ये shortcoming है. So let's say if I've made some changes here, let's say anything, let's say I've added something here, ठीक है, and I want कि मेरे code में ये चीज reflect हो, so I need to restart my kernel, and then I need to import this module making and this ipynb again. मैं इसको दोबारा run करूंगी, and then the latest changes will be into my this FinArima file. ठीक है, so just keep in mind when you're working with notebooks, so you just have to restart your kernel so that latest changes are fed. आप इस command को दोबारा run कर दोगे, still it won't fetch all the things until unless you restart the kernel. ठीक है, so this is our module making library, and we have imported this module making. You can just give it another name, but name should be the same. Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, ये सब हम कर चुके हैं. So this is our data set. I've already shared the data with you, where using pandas, we are importing air passenger CSV, and the information we have printed, that is df.info and df.head. So what we have gotten here, when I'm printing the information, you see we have two columns, travel date and passengers. So what is travel? There are 144 non-null entries. Okay? And the very first travel date is an object, and the second passenger column is an integer. So what is the mandatory thing for a time series data? What are the mandatory things? We just covered in PPT. So what are the two things mandatory? Like not just two, more than two. हाँ जी बताओ, what is mandatory for time? Do not scroll. What is mandatory for a time series data? The very first requirement. Log. Why log, Johnny? माइक ऑन करके बता दो, जस्ट नो नीड टू टाइप सो मच। डिफरेंसिंग तो बाद की बात है, उससे पहले क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स है? व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जॉनी ही जॉनी ही बताते हैं, बाकी सब कोई क्यों नहीं बताता? डिफरेंसिंग इज डन एट लेटर स्टेज, उससे पहले व्हाट इज द मैंडेटरी थिंग? No Parth. Stationarity comes later on. No Karishma. रोहित आप बताओ। Yes. जैसे रूपा told, there should be a date column, date time column. Stationarity differencing तभी तो करेंगे ना if we have a date column here. And what it says, it is an object. So two columns होने चाहिए, one has to be date. That is the very first mandatory thing for time series. आपका एक date column होना ही चाहिए. After that you should have one column which is an integer या float value. लेकिन date column होना mandatory है, the very first requirement for time series. Now travel date is a date column, but the data type is object. It means it is not of date time. So we need to convert. And what is the second requirement? What is the second requirement? Very first was to have a date time column. No stationary, no Rupa. वो target तो होगा, ये target is covered with date time. Target is covered. With respect to a date, we have a target. What is the second requirement? मिताली आप बताओ, पार्थ आप बताओ, रोहित, हरगुन आप बताओ। No Parth, that is a later stage. No. See, we need to have our date column as our index. Very first was to have a date time column. Second is, जैसे we just saw that the travel date is an object column. Non-null है, अगर null होते तो we would have removed them, or we have a concept of backward fill, forward fill. I'll tell you that as well. But we generally drop null values in time series. Okay. Now this is our data. We have gotten the information about object है, integer है, 144 non-null records है. Now after that, how do we convert a column to a date time column? So using PD pandas has an itself inbuilt function that is to date time. So if a column is of object data type है, किसी और भी data type का, and you want to convert it to a date time, so you have to use this function PD dot to date time, and the column which you want to make conversion on, and I don't want any other column to be inserted, so I'm overwriting the existing column. Okay, so now after this conversion, I will be printing my information here. And once this is the date time column, another mandatory thing is that your time column should be your index. That won't be a column here. It will be your index. So time series data में जो भी आपका time stamp वाला column है will be your index. You have to make it index. So using this command df.setIndex, हमने pandas में की थी when we were doing pandas in our class. So df.setIndex किसको बनाना है? Travel date, because this is the column where my date time is stored. So df.setIndex, and I'm renaming my data as index_df, and I'm printing the head here now. When I run this command, you see now the travel date is converted to a date time. You see now that the object, the data type is date time, and this has came out to be my index. And on this respective date, these were the number of passengers. So these are two mandatory things कि आपका date time column होना चाहिए. If it is not, then do the type conversion. And once you have done the type conversion, make your date time column as the index of your data. You just cannot leave it as a column. Column सिर्फ एक होगा, the target one. This is our target passengers, and this is our information which you have to use. That is the feature. ये मेरा feature है, and this is my target. Okay. अभी तक किसी को कोई doubt, question? Any questions so far? And time series will have only these two things. इसके अलावा time series वाले algorithm में कुछ होगा भी नहीं. Only the target column, and with respect to that, a date time column. Nothing apart from that. Okay. So once we have made the column as date time and I've made it as my index, then I will need to check the stationarity. अब आता है stationarity का part कि data is in the correct format. जो data pre-processing वाला part है कि is my data stationary or not, and if not, then how do I see it? Yeah, how do I make it stationary? Then this is the part. So as covered in PPT, we'll check the stationarity by these two popular tests, that is rolling statistics test and this is Dickey-Fuller test. So rolling statistics is kind of a visual test where we plot the graph of moving average and moving variance or standard deviation, you can call it. Isme koi confusion hai what is moving average and what is moving standard deviation or variance? And how do we calculate? Is anyone having any confusion in this? ठीक है. So rolling statistics में along with our data we'll be plotting moving average and standard deviation and see that is the data stationary or not, because the basic property of a stationary data is that it will have a constant mean and constant variance over the time. ठीक है. Though this is just the visualization test. उसके बाद we just not only go with visualization because graph we might not be able to analyze, so हम हमेशा go with hypothesis test. So hypothesis testing के लिए we'll be using this augmented Dickey-Fuller test or ADF test. So ADF test में we will be considering p value, so it gives you multiple output. लेकिन इसमें we consider p value. So now let me just count to PPT here. See here. So it will give me multiple statistical value, but उसमें हम p value को consider करेंगे. And also null hypothesis का एक basic assumption होता है, sorry, Dickey-Fuller test का एक basic assumption होता है, that is null hypothesis. And as per that, time series is not stationary. So when we apply the Dickey-Fuller test, if the p value is greater than 0.05, it means we accept the null hypothesis. It means कि जो basic assumption थी that time series is not stationary और मेरी p value भी is saying the same, that the data which we have fed into my Dickey-Fuller test is not stationary and I need to make it stationary by applying the transformation. And if the p-value of the data fed into Dickey-Fuller test is less than 0.05, it means we reject the null hypothesis. Matlab, what was the null hypothesis? That time series is stationary. It means we are rejecting it. It means we have achieved stationary in our data. तो अगर मेरी p value less than equal to 0.05 आती है, मतलब data मेरा stationary हो गया है. If greater than aati hai, then it means we have not achieved stationarity and we need to make much more transformations into the data. Okay, so we'll be using Dickey-Fuller test and rolling statistics in order to see that have we achieved stationarity on data or not. So uske liye, this was the theory. So I've said using IP, I've defined a function TS in module making, and usme I have given the code for rolling statistics and Dickey-Fuller test. So what I'm doing, I'll come to that code as well. So मैंने क्या किया है? This was the name of our module. उसमें we have a function called TS, and उसमें I'm feeding this data. That is index DF. What is index DF? Where I have made my travel date as my index. That is the data, the final data which I have to work on. So this is index DF, and I want to visualize it. That is it stationary or not? So we'll coming on to module making here. So these are the necessary libraries which I've used: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. So AD-Fuller test is a Dickey-Fuller test, and we import it using from this stats model library. इसमें we have TSA, that is time series analysis, then stats tool, and उसमें से we import AD-Fuller test for using Dickey-Fuller. So Dickey-Fuller test को हम AD-Fuller, you see here, here. So Dickey-Fuller test, AD-Fuller test, one and the same thing. Augmented Dickey-Fuller. AD is augmented Dickey-Fuller test, but we generally call it Dickey-Fuller test. So this is the import for Dickey-Fuller test. Then we'll be decomposing. This is just visualization purpose. I'll tell you what moving on. These also I'll tell you. And this is you are already aware with this. sklearn.matrix import R-square, MSE, MEE. This is just to visualize how good our model is. Okay. necessary imports जो भी हमें required है, that is the very first cell. उसके बाद is see, I've already told you that if you want to set different options, then what always you have. Did I tell you, right? I think I have told you. Have I told you or I have not told you? Just to verify, I think I've told you. Display options. I've not told you. Okay. Arey, please tell me, have I told you these display options or do I need to tell again? Yes, I've told you. Okay, now this is the just function where I've done two things all together. These are two steps in just one function here. So let me bring in pen. So this is my function TS and इसमें I want to work on to this data. And this data will be my index df जिसमें हमने अपने date time column को index बनाया है. So I want to see the rolling mean. So latest version में data dot rolling. This rolling is the function name which is available to this data, and you specify the window size. Okay, let me remove this because window size is our we have a monthly data, so I need to specify the window size as 12 here, not 5. ठीक है, window size of 12 आपके में भी 5 आ गया होगा, just change it. Window size of 12, and this was my data, then dot rolling, and you need to specify the window size की पिछले कितनी values का mean करना है, that is the moving average, कितनी values का moving average निकालना है. Dot mean is a function and I'm saving into that is rolling underscore mean, and similar for standard deviation. ये सब same है, बस last में dot std is the command in order to calculate the standard deviation. So I've calculated them, rolling mean and rolling standard deviation. उसके बाद is the matplotlib part. So this is the figure size in which I want to plot these graph. Okay. So plt dot plot, by this I'm plotting the original data. So this data which I'll feed into the function, this is my original data, and by this rolling mean underscore plot, what I'm plotting here, rolling mean. Okay. Rolling mean with color red and the label of this one, and with this what I'm plotting, rolling standard deviation with the color of black, and this is my label, and legend we have done using like where you want to see the legend. So I'll just show you. I'll individually run it so that you're able to visualize कि कैसे चीजें आई. You see, this is my graph. Let me just reduce the white spaces. You see, this is where I've calculated the mean. This is where I've calculated the standard deviation. This is my figure size. Isme the blue is, this is the blue, that is the original data. You see, this is a legend here. Legend blue says the original data. Red is my rolling mean. जो हमने Excel में भी calculate किया था. This red is my rolling mean. And इसमें will have standard deviation. That is the black part. Just give me a second. Then this is my standard deviation, rolling standard deviation जो हमने इस line से plot किया, and this legend is refers to that where my legend will be. So this says, this gives you a clear picture that you know there is an upward trend. हमारा data भी was saying it clearly, but the very basic property that the mean and standard deviation should be constant over time, and we see that the mean, that is the red line, is increasing over the time, and similarly standard deviation, there is no much increase, but there is still a bit of increase here in the end. After 1956, the standard deviation is also increasing, and so is the rolling mean increasing over time. Moreover, data was also clear enough, but still हम जो basic property है rolling mean and rolling standard deviation, we checked that, and we found out that the data is not stationary. So rolling mean, rolling standard deviation plot, may anyone is having any confusion that how did we find out? We just used the basic function dot rolling. We specified the window size because the data was a monthly, that is yearly data. So we specified the window size, and dot mean and dot standard deviation is the function name which we have used. इसमें कोई confusion है? So it's the one of the tests which showed us that the data is not stationary. इसमें कोई confusion है किसी को? I've just copy pasted that command, and instead of data I've given this index underscore df. बाकी सब वही है जो आपकी मॉड्यूल मेकिंग कोड में है. Okay, then moving on. Let me just delete this. So now the another test is, this was our rolling mean. Another test is Dickey-Fuller test. So Dickey-Fuller test may above in the very first cell, we have imported AD Fuller. See, it give you multiple values. Let me just take it also individually and tell you. So I just have to index. Okay. I need to import, just a second. See, थोड़ा confused ना हो जाओ, बस इसलिए I'm explaining it, because इसमें you'll see two results altogether. ठीक है. So also उससे पहले just one more thing here. You see, this is the original result which is given by Dickey-Fuller test. See what I've done, I imported here. मैंने क्या किया, अपना data fed into this AD Fuller function, and I'm just printing the result. See, I'm getting this result, this value, this value, this value, and this value, and this is another dictionary. So how do we interpret the values? Because we do not know what these values are referring to. So there is a standard way कि पहली value किसको refer कर रही है, second value किसको refer कर रही है. So now just let me run it here. See, now हमने क्या किया, very first value, that is from here, these initial values, we were not able to know कि what these were referring to. तो इसके लिए we have made a series. ये ऐसे ही इसका syntax होता है. The very first value is referred as test statistics, then second value is referred as p value, then third जो see I've written here all the values. Third is lags used, and fourth is the number of observations used in my AD Fuller test. So जो initial 4 values होती है, they are denoted by these values. So 130 is the number of observations used, 13 is the number of lags used, 9.99 is the p value, and this is test statistics. Uske baad, what about this dictionary? So this dictionary gives you much more of statistical information, because dictionary is, so we have to use a dictionary way to in order to iterate over the values. So for key value in DF, see, इसमें range थी from 0 to 4. This was 0, this was 1, this was 2, and this was 3. 4 upper bound है, तो initial values मेरी include हो गई. The fourth value, which was this dictionary, is iterated by this one. So that's why I've written here DF test and square brackets में 4 in order to access this dictionary part. ठीक है, so dot items किया. So जो fourth में मेरा result आता है, they are my critical values. They are much more statistical. So in order to visualize critical values, so this is the way. So for key value in DF test 4 dot items, critical value, and with respect to that key, what was the critical value? Back in में इसमें calculations होती है, statistical part है. So with critical value 1, this was the value, and I won't be considering critical values in order to see the stationary part. I will be just looking for the p values, but it is much more key if someone was to have much more statistical inference. So in that case, but for stationary part, p-value is sufficient enough to determine that is the time series stationary or not. So this is our Dickey-Fuller test that we have just imported, fed in the data, and initial three values ko dekhne ke liye we have to make a series, because without giving this index name, we will not be able to interpret that what these values are referring to, because with just given these values आप नहीं पता कर सकते until unless you are, आपको सभी याद है कि पहले टेस्ट स्टार्ट होता है, then second p value होती है, but it's good way to write this. ठीक है, so we have gotten our p value. So as per this, is our time series stationary or not? Only with p value. हमने rolling statistics से देखा, but the another test is Dickey-Fuller test. So what was the null hypothesis, and above like p value का क्या threshold था that before above that the time series will not be stationary? पहले ये बताओ मुझे, रोलिंग स्टैटिस्टिक्स और डिकी-फुलर क्लियर हुआ? कंफ्यूजन है इनमें? रोलिंग स्टैटिस्टिक्स और डिकी-फुलर टेस्ट में कोई कंफ्यूजन है बिफोर कमिंग टू द पी वैल्यू पार्ट, लाइक हाउ दीज वैल्यूज आर डिराइव्ड? मेरा वो ग्राफ कैसे बना इस रोलिंग स्टैटिस्टिक्स में, व्हाट दिस, व्हाई आई हैव डिफाइंड दिस सीरीज एंड व्हाई आई हैव डन यूजिंग, व्हाई आई हैव यूज्ड दिस डिक्शनरी अप्रोच, इनमें किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन है? ठीक है, करिश्मा क्या रिपीट करूं? हाँ जी अचल आपका ठीक है. which line रूपा? ठीक है करिश्मा, I'll explain this cell again. रूपा आपका कौन सी में एरर आ रहा है? मेरा 9. Which one? Which 9 रूपा? Tell me. एक second, let me just copy paste it from here. Just copy paste it from here and then try running it. बाकी सबका हो गया ये वाला run? Like Rupa and Karishma are facing error. Rest of you are able to run this code and get the test statistics for Dickey-Fuller test. आपने ये ऊपर वाला कोड रन किया था, इंडेक्स df? Did you run this code above 1? Which I've sent you, still you're getting the error? Rupa, send me your code. Parth, आप भी send me your code. Let me see what you are doing. Johnny, आपका भी error आ रहा है Johnny? Johnny is not here today. Okay. Send me your code, Rupa. हाँ जी, सेंड इन मी योर कोड. पार्थ या आप कोई भी मुझे कोड सेंड कर दो. पार्थ आप सेंड कर दो, करिश्मा आप सेंड कर दीजिए. एनीवन हु इज गेटिंग दिस एरर. You should not get this error. Okay, let me see. Edit filler test statistics, p-value, number of observations. So when I'm running it, I'm getting the result. Maybe आपने ऊपर कोई data run नहीं किया. Maybe this is the reason. See, I'm running it a number of time and I'm able to see the result. Try एक बार ये code अपना दोबारा try importing the file again. Import the file again from Air Passengers. Import the file and इसमें ये वाला change भी कर लेना, like window 12. Import the file, make it a datetime column again, and then make it the index again. Datetime को datetime बनाओ, then index बनाओ, and then do this Dickey-Fuller test. So even if I run this, I'm still able to see. I need to restart because मैंने वहाँ kernel 5 से 5 की जगह 12 किया. So in order to see the changes, I need to restart it. So yeah. See, even if I'm running it, I'm getting the result. No, Rupa, there is nothing done with pip. उससे कुछ link नहीं है. Parth, what was wrong? What was going wrong? हो गया आपका? You have restarted the kernel or what? Like done is for what? Rupa, try importing your file again and make the column as date time. Graph with error. ग्राफ का तो इतना ही कोड है. करिश्मा, send in, let me just copy paste and then एक सेकेंड. आलोक sir.
Yes, Sujata, I am at.
Can you make me presenter? Sorry, can you make Rupa as the presenter? I want to see what error she is getting. Karishma, then we'll come to yours.
Rupa, you are presenter now. You can share the screen, please.
Scroll down, Rupa. Just wait, let above cells execute. हो तो रहा है आपका graph and okay. Show me the above code. Go to module making. एक second. Show me the error one. Show me the error. Error, only error. उससे ऊपर थोड़ा error को और ऊपर. The error part, only the error. Code नहीं, only the error. नीचे स्क्रॉल करो थोड़ा. Only error. ठीक है. Now go to module making. Just run this command. यहाँ पे विंडो की जगह एक तो 5 कीजिए. Sorry, 12, not 5. 12. Below as well. Show me down now. एक काम करो, just copy paste this code from df test till this print command. Copy paste this code from Dicky Fuller for Dicky Fuller test only. For Dicky Fuller test only, not the complete function. TS function में Rupa, go to the TS function only. Yes, from this Dicky Fuller test जो DF test है यहाँ से लेके print तक copy कीजिए. हाँ जी. Now come to your original Finarima file. Finarima. It's already open. Finarima is already open. See, Rupa, it does not work this way. Close the Jupyter file. एक फाइल आपकी ऑलरेडी ओपन है, यू आप इसको बार बार ओपन करेंगे, हर बार ओवरराइट करोगे वो चेंजेस, it will create problem. So close this file and which was already open, go to that tab. Now you open this Finarima 2 times. आप एक जगह चेंज करोगे वो दूसरी जगह ओवरराइट के लिए परमिशन ग्रांट, you have to give that. Close the another file जो आपने सेम फाइल ओपन किया, close that tab. Finarima वाला टैब रूपा, Finarima वाला टैब. Yes, this one. Close this tab. Alok sir. Alok sir.
Yes, Sujata. Here I am.
Is there a way that I can, I can work on Rupa's screen? ऐसे था ना कि we can take in controls.
Yes, Sujata. Can you try right click on just right click on Rupashi's name?
नहीं, उसमें बस आ रहा है send chat message, उसके अलावा नहीं आ रहा. Rupa, I think Rupa can allow me to do it.
Rupa, can you just right click on your name and allow Sujata to take your keyboard and mouse control?
Okay. सर फिर एक बार आप करिश्मा को प्रेजेंटर बना देना एक बार. Let me see करिश्मा.
Okay. Karishma, you are presenter now. Please share the screen.
करिश्मा आप वो मॉड्यूल मेकिंग में से जस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट दैट कोड एंड शो ऑन योर जस्ट इसमें यहाँ पे, हाँ जी, यहाँ से डीएफ टेस्ट से लेके प्रिंट तक कॉपी पेस्ट कर लीजिए एंड देन या पेस्ट इट हियर इन अनदर सेल बिलो दिस. नाउ इस ये जो इंडेंटेशन है सारी इंडेंटेशन हटा दीजिए. जस्ट सिलेक्ट ऑल एंड डू शिफ्ट टैब. No, indentation is there na. Select all and do shift tab. It will unindent. Select all and do shift tab. हाँ जी ठीक है. नाउ डेटा की जगह यहाँ पे यूज इंडेक्स डीएफ. डेटा की जगह राइट डाउन इंडेक्स अंडरस्कोर डीएफ इन द वेरी फर्स्ट लाइन फॉर डीएफ. जहां पे आपने एडी फुलर में डेटा दिया है वहां पे यूज इंडेक्स अंडरस्कोर डीएफ. टैब कर दीजिए टैब. ठीक है. नाउ नहीं, दिस द नेम यू हैव गिवन इज रॉन्ग. इन ऊपर डेटा का क्या नाम है? You need to import the file as well. Module making में से see just type in IND and do tab. Automatically आपका options आ जाते हैं. Just select that option. Indexed DF है. Plus module making में से where we have installed the necessary libraries वहां जाके import this AD Fuller also. वहां से copy कर लीजिए वो line. Go to module making. The very first this AD Fuller, the fourth line. हाँ जी. Copy paste कर लीजिए. एंड यहाँ पे इंडेक्स डीएफ की जगह गिव द करेक्ट नेम. जस्ट टाइप IND एंड डू टैब. तो जो आपके अलाउ इसमें जस्ट IND आपके पास ऑप्शंस आ जाएंगे. इंडेक्स डीएफ की जगह नो बिकॉज द नेम इज डिफरेंट. बैकस्पेस. नाउ डू टैब. IND. जस्ट टाइप IND एंड डू टैब. हाँ बस सिलेक्टेड. नाउ रन इट. Why are you getting this error again? Scroll up. Just print DF test. बाकी सबका नीचे कमेंट आउट करके जस्ट प्रिंट DF टेस्ट. और डू इंडेक्स्ड अंडरस्कोर डीएफ डॉट पैसेंजर्स करना है. यहाँ पे डॉट पैसेंजर्स करना है. इंडेक्स डीएफ के सामने डॉट पैसेंजर्स. हाँ डेटा जो ब्रैकेट्स में है. नो ब्रैकेट्स में डॉट पैसेंजर. हाँ डॉट पैसेंजर्स. डॉट पी कर देना एंड इट विल ऑटोमेटिकली पॉप अप. टैप कर. कैपिटल पी है, स्मॉल नहीं है. कैपिटल पी. नाउ डू टैब. ठीक है. नाउ ट्राई रनिंग इट. ठीक है. सो रूपा आप भी ऐसे कर लेना. डॉट पैसेंजर्स डाल लेना. तो करिश्मा जो आपका जो मॉड्यूल मेकिंग में है वहां पे भी डॉट पैसेंजर्स कर लो. आपकी आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट्स नॉट गोइंग दिस वे कंप्लीटली. तो जस्ट गो टू मॉड्यूल मेकिंग. डॉट पैसेंजर्स यहाँ डाल लीजिए. ठीक है. ठीक है. सो जस्ट सेंड इन दिस कोड इन चैट विंडो सो दैट रूपा कैन ऑल्सो कॉपी. बाकी सबका हो गया था. इज एनीवन गेटिंग एनी एरर अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस? सो आलोक सर मुझे वापस प्रेजेंटर बना दीजिए प्लीज.
Yes, okay, Sujata, you are presenter now, and just to remind you, it's almost time.
हाँ जी सर, बस 2 मिनट और. So we did this Dickey-Fuller test. See, हाँ जी. So this was our rolling statistics. ये हमने individually plot किया, and we see that the graph now coming on to this one. See, what was the name of our module? Module underscore making. We have imported it, and what was the function name here? TS. तो हमने इसको यूज किया. इसमें हमने क्या चीज किया? पहले rolling statistics plot किया, and then after we have done Dickey-Fuller test. So when we call this function here .ts and pass in our index data, so this is our Dickey-Fuller test जो हमें मिला है, and as per that the value of p is more than 0.05. It means we accept our null hypothesis and our data is not stationary. Moreover, जो graphical plot था, that was rolling mean and rolling standard deviation. This also says that the data is not stationary. तो दो तरीके से we have verified the data is not stationary, and we need to make now further changes or transformation in order to make our data stationary. So till now, is anyone having any doubt that what is stationary and hypothesis? कोई भी question हो, कैसा भी? Any doubt या any question या error? किसी का अभी भी कोई error आ रहा हो? Okay then, so we'll begin from like same point tomorrow. So just go through the file, समझ में आता है, well and good. If not, then we'll do it in class as well. So हाँ जी रूपा, it worked now. So आज के लिए let's finish up the session and we'll proceed with time series tomorrow. ठीक है? So आज के लिए thank you everybody.